got my music on. I got my electrolytes. I got my coffee. We have opening bell here in 1 minute. We'll look at RSI. NVIDIA has earnings next week, so that will be the big one. This week we have earnings in Walmart. We have earnings in Target. So those could possibly move the market. Then, we won't have decision on rates until September. After the number last week, there's a chance that we might not cut, which would obviously be bad for the market. The higher the rate cut, the better for the market. The lower the rate cut, the worse for the market. A lot of ATM weekly money machines expire next week. So those went away. I had a couple residual positions that went away as well. Could the futures reverse at any point in time? Of course they can. I was looking at next January calls are 45.60. I'm going to go 40 bid here. Futures down 6, 3, 2, 1. And we are off Monday morning. CHD higher, FRT higher, HMC higher today. Do calls on that one. I'm going to offer these at 95. It's a 10 out of 10 trade. It's a good way to start the morning. I'm offering those at 95. EH higher, double D higher, BRBR all up a little bit, AKRO, Beam, ABR, DRS. So HMC guys is 70.75 now. They're barely at 75. INVH, I'm going to offer these offered out at 35. 30 bid here. 35 would be the best offer in the world. I have customer priority, which means I get filled before the market makers. Myogen down. QUBT I can remove. SCC I can remove. ICC was a great signal. USAR, they're buying calls on that last week. Earth Mirror Rare Minerals. I don't remember which one they were buying, though. Doled on a couple pennies. HMC moving up nicely here. I do have a call position on that. Offer those out. WRB, I would probably add to those. I would offer these out. I mean, I'd add 60 cents for sure. 195, 60 bid. HNRG, 40.50 on those. Start the day, we'll start down to $100. INVH have a target offer at 35. TVTX, we see that trading here. RSI, relative strength index. We're doing a scan functionality. We can give it a couple more minutes, but Planeteer higher, NVIDIA higher, Tesla higher, Meta down 20 today. Intel down. See if EMR had earnings. EMR did not have earnings, so I might be looking at EMR here. HMC is higher, up 30 cents. We got a sip of water, guys. They'll take you through the session. So September's now our front month premium. Positions went away. Jumanji up again today. USAR getting crushed. I think they were buying the step 20s. They're still too expensive. They're buck bid. Another that just went to 80, 90. EH higher. HMC higher. Interactive Brokers higher today. IBKR. There's some of those. Got to keep an eye on your front month premium, guys. You're hopefully almost out of the summer months. EMR is a possibility for RSI. Beam up 12 cents. Intel down a buck. I have an Intel put spread. Dole PR down. Shell down a buck. SMG down. SWRB down. Haven't seen anything yet that interests me. IREN calls hitting Option Hacker. Option Hacker, we see a buyer of IREN calls. 1,000 lot. So Option Hacker. Buyer of IREN calls. I'm not going to take these. A little too rich. I don't really like options that are $1.25. My sweet spot's kind of that 60 to 80 cent window. 20 to 80 cent window. HNRG, I have a target offered out. At 60, I added to those at 40. Then I'm going to have the balance here at 165. Just have an offer out. HMC higher on those October calls. I have a target at 95. They're 70, 80 right now. INVH have a target offered out. DRS up a couple pennies. EH up a couple pennies. Do you have an EH? Calls in that one. P&L is pretty flat today. I'm down like 50 bucks, it says. Do scan functionality for RSI. And there'll be no RSIs for today, guys. No RSIs for today. So if you're an RSI member, you're about to get this. So no RSIs for today. Futures pretty flat here. Just the market continues to go higher and higher. Meta down $22 today. At the money straddle for the SPY. For today, they're implying a 20-point move. So futures could be up 20 or down 20 between now and the end of the week. 70-point move. So 70-point move between now and the end of the week. 20-point move between now and the end of the day. I was supposed to fly out of Charlotte to New York, and I got stuck here. So I'm back in Charlotte. So far today, guys, I haven't done anything. Futures down 2 1/4, 20-point straddle between now and the end of the day, 70-point straddle between now and the end of the week. HMCs, kind of moving up the most. Those are 70, 80. Paid 65 on those. XNET calls being bought. XNET calls being bought. XNET calls being bought. REN calls being bought. I like to buy $1.25. IPA 2.5s. Never even heard of this company. They're trading 55 cents in IPA. September 2.5s. Those already started. Oh, they're pretty much unchanged here. So IPA, guys. Interesting order here in IPA. So option sniper. Buyer of IPA 919 2025. 2.5 calls for 55 cents. So IPA calls trading here, guys. IPA calls trading here. HNRG just sucks. They're 35 cents. They're 20.50 on these. Let's say they traded some sub 16s. Let's see what traded here in the sub 16s in these. I don't know. It says 1,400 of these traded here, but I don't really see anything. Or C. COUR, Dole, Shell down $1, PR down. Add more PRs at 15 if they wanted to give them me for 15. Front month is just September. August has gone away. All the portfolios are up year to date, which I'm very proud of. I can flip at any point in time, though. HNRG just getting crushed again. I'm 20 bid for some more calls. Stock has gone from 22 to 16. It's on $6 in a week. It's like 30%. That's insane. I do like how much it's moving, though. That's the only positive I could say about it. Today would be the 6th straight day where it's down from open to close. 6th straight day where it's down from open to close. It's my biggest loser of the day. The market 20.50. Futures up 2 1/4. The best bid here in the world at 20 cents. I'd love them at 20 cents. I love you at 20 cents. Jumanji, ONON, Intel down $1, ABR down, Samsara just chilling here. No RSIs for today. It's always the first thing we look at, relative strength index. No RSI, relative strength index for today. No RSIs for today, guys. No RSIs for today. Futures down 3 1/4, 20-point move implied between now and the end of the day. I have a flight today at 2:05 now. Supposed to have a flight this morning. Now it's at 2:05. Qs trading here, nothing to do with the Qs. Can't be unusual option activity and something like that because it trades so much stock in a day. QQQ. Headed to New York till Thursday. Then on Thursday, I'm headed to Malta and Sicily. Malta and Sicily. My flight from New York to my flight from yesterday got canceled. Futures on 7. NVIDIA up again today. SOSX, RSI, and that's 40. I'm always looking to buy that. The RSI gets a little higher. HNRG has 20 bid. They went 30 bid in front of me. P&L is down today because HNRG. PR is up today. PR is down as well. JBS January 17.5 is trading here. So JBS January 17.5 is trading here. I have not done anything yet today. IREN and IPA is the most interesting orders of the day. I'll probably try to get on the Wi-Fi on the flight. $15 minutes in the day. The only thing I see is IREN. IQ trading here, small. IQ is a $2 stock. I don't really make anything of that. HMC up 40 cents today. RSI of that stock is 67 cents. So I do have a target on 95 on that. That was a 10 out of 10 trade. JBS call is being bought, guys. JBS call is being bought. JBS call is being bought. JBS call is being bought. Nothing to do for me there. Meta down $24. Wow, that's a good Meta all-time high. Meta all-time high 796, so off the all-time highs, down $24 today. I always thought there was going to be something to like big cap technology, you know, splitting companies up, but I haven't seen that much. Double D, I'm going to put an offer out, just have an offer out. Double D calls, I'm going to put them at 340. I'm going to put a $1 bid here. 345, that's fine. I'll put a $1 bid here. Futures about to go up on the day. HMC continues to climb higher. Still have calls in EH. No RSI today. Relative strength index. I haven't seen see what crypto's doing today. Let's see what crypto's doing today. Oh, BIT getting hit here. Down 4% in 7 days. Ether 4,300. BIT 115. I don't know why Meta's down today, to be honest. Day trade scanner and CORZ, guys. Day trade scanner and CORZ. So we have a day trade here. Here's a CORZ day trade, not taking it. So day trade here in CORZ. Futures up on the day. America. They're up overnight. HNRG 3040. Double D moving up. EH moving up. Intel down. I think I have covered on those put spreads at 2 cents. INVH have an offer out. Best offer in the world on INVH. I have an offer out in HMC. FRT higher. I can remove that one. AOS, I can remove that one. Remove that one. Remove that one. Everything's just moving up now. SMG, let me look and see where those calls are. 273.10. Beam calls. Beam, SEP quarters or nickel 20. Oh, I know. I'm not really moving PR down. Right, calls trading here. I've not traded anything yet today, guys. I've not traded anything yet today. Futures up on the day. Can't keep a good market down. AMD have a couple pennies. Apple have a couple pennies. NVIDIA have a $1.84. Let's go to all-time high of NVIDIA. NVIDIA all-time high, 184.48. Meta about 7.695. Chilling here, guys. VIX, $15. October calls in HMC, 75.80 here. No RSIs today, so don't have to go back to that. Looks like we might have had one in EMR. Let me go back to RSI and do a scan functionality. So nothing for today for RSI, the relative strength of the index. MO calls being bought, guys. MO. This week, 68's trading here, about 3,000 trading here, 10 cents, guys, in MO. So if you're thinking, wow, they're up to 31,000, these guys. 31,000 MO this week, 68 calls for 10 cents. So you're looking at a little lottery ticket here. We see a big buyer of MO calls, guys. Big buyer of MO calls, guys. Big buyer of MO calls. Big buyer of MO calls. 31,000 these trade here. 10 cents. They're 11.12 right now in MO. Philip Morris. MO 68. They started buying them at 8 cents. So if you got in at 8 when they hit our scanner, you could get a 50% winner here. 31,801 of these trade here. So MO, guys, they started buying them at 8 cents. So only traded 600,000 shares. 31,000 contracts controls 3 million shares. This reminds me of Peloton on that last week that was a winner and then went to a loser. So you might be able to make money scalping these. I'm not taking these. IBKR, I bought some of those for personal portfolio. They're buying the 65.5s. They're down to 35 cents here. Looks like 2,000 more trade today. They bought more today for 40. So Interactive Brokers, guys, big buyer of calls and Interactive Brokers. They just bought more of them. IBKR 65.5s, guys. IBKR 65.5s. Meta down $25. Double D moving up. Samsora up a little bit. MO, Philip Morris. 68s, guys. Philip Morris 68s trading here. SMG moving up a couple pennies. WRB. I could have got a out of WRB for break even. HMC continues to move higher here a little bit. October calls are 75.85. Got in those at 65. These are all my things that I have positions on in, and you can see like nothing's really moving. I mean, the biggest thing is Shell down 65 cents, and those calls are pretty much worthless. But we're not really anything moving here. You know, stocks are moving by 40 cents, which is really small. PCG on a day trade, guys. PCG on a day trade. The 16s and PCG. Once again, I'm not going to take these. Wolf higher. We saw Wolf hit the tape last week. So Wolf working out here, guys. Wolf working out. HMC. I'm at 95. Let's look at a delta of those. 40 delta on HMC. Stock doesn't need to go up that much. HMC. Shell down 65 cents. PR down 17 cents. Iron, I guess, is the most interesting order. I think Mo is interesting. I'm just not putting my capital to work at these. You know, I do trade with a real money account. I trade about $70,000 in my account. Average P&L is still pretty small, though. I'd say like $200 to $1,200. Today I'm down 400, and that's all down in HNRG. 30-40 on those. Stock can rip at any point in time. JBS. Don't even know what this company is. JBS. They're buying January 17,000. The Jan 17.5 trading this one, guys. So interesting order here in 17,000. JBS 116 2026. 17.5 calls trading around the 40-cent level. So 17,000 JBS calls trading here, guys. 17,000 JBS calls trading here. In JBS, guys, 17,000 JBS calls trading here. 17,000 JBS calls trading here. It's a pretty big buyer. JBS, guys, JBS. IBKR moving lower. Those calls are 25-35 here. Futures now down 6 1/4. At the money strat up for today, 20-point move. So futures could be down 26 or up 14 from here. In either direction. We don't know which direction. Hadador Energy. What do they even do? Let's look at what Hadador Energy does. Hadador Energy, HNRG. Primarily coal mining and electric power generators in India. Oh, sorry, Indiana. Mines thermal coal, primarily used for electricity purposes. Okay. Coal mining, basically. NAK caught trading here, small, nothing to do in that one. And as I always say, guys, if you're a member of any service, you will get trades throughout the course of the day. You don't just get them in the first hour. You get them all the day long. Today, there's no official signals yet. But if there are signals or exits, entries, all day long. I have a flight now at 2:05 out of Charlotte back to New York. $19, $20, $21, $22. September 1st. Is we have a day off September 1st? We might. Futures on 10 now. Oh, we have no work on September 1st. Two, three, four, five. Futures down 9.5. My biggest dollar amount risk positions probably HNRG. I have about $1,000 of risk on those. They're now 30.50. Stock's getting a bid. This stock can go at any time though, and these calls are only $3 out of the money. So I added to those at 40. I was looking to add at 20. Did not get filled at 20. In Helidor Energy. P&L was at the highs last week, down a little bit today. Not about $400. Have not done anything today, to be honest, guys. Just being a little patient. As they say, patience is a virtue. I'm going to offer some COUR calls out at 30. Philip Morris, MO, those calls are now 36,000. These have traded, guys. 36,000 have traded here. 36,000 have traded here in Philip Morris. 36,000 have traded here. Philip Morris. I just need HRNG to rip like $3. They're 30.35 now. I'll take your 2 lot at 35 just to move them out of here. Intel down 70 cents. Meta's getting really hit today. So ONON calls. BITF calls trading here. BITF Bit Farms. I still think there's going to be a huge sell-off in technology names and in Bitcoin. I just think they're too high. But so far, there has not been. I and VH have a target offered out. $35. They're offered at 30 for 10 contracts. BRBR up 46 cents today. Pinterest calls trading here, guys, in the weeklies. Pinterest calls trading in the weeklies. Pinterest calls trading in the weeklies. Not taking anything here. MOPM and IREN. 36,000 MO calls trading here. USAR. I'm going to see if I can find these calls that were bought last week. USAR calls being bought. Oh, listen. So Option hacker. I'm going to look at these in USAR. USAR, they bought the 9.5 They're 2 weeks out. They're buying the 19s. I'll look to pay 50 cents for these. I'll pay 45. So USFR, guys, I'm putting a bid in here. USAR. US Rare Earths. 45 bid for these guys in USAR, guys. So USAR, I'm putting a bid in under the market. So USAR. So these are USAR 919, 2025, 19 calls. I am 45 bid. I don't think 50 is that bad either if you're looking for something on a pullback. USAR, guys. So USAR, guys, I bid on calls here in USAR. So bid for some USAR calls. Fubu 4 is trading here. So USAR and bid for some calls here, guys. USAR and bid for some calls. Open table. Open door up to 380 now. That's not got under $2. Wow. Look at that one. HNRG now 35.45. Down less money. IBKR down 27 cents. Next down 6 cents. Simsora starting to move up a little bit. SMG starting to move up a little bit. SMG 70s. I bought them for, I think, 280. Fubu trading here. FUBO. I mean, I think Mo is interesting, but I think that is a retail trader putting those on. I don't think that's a institution. So that's why I didn't take it. HNRG is traded 114,000 shares. We have our offer in Coursera at 30. I'm offering them at 65. Can always have bids, offers above the market. I can have bids under the market. It's free to advertise, so I might as well have the stuff out. BRBR up 46 cents. BRBR, ATR, RSI is 26. It's at 42.5, so I'll go 40 bid here. So BRBR, guys, BRBR, 919, 2025, 42.5 calls. I am 40 bid. Not filled yet in BRBR. So not filled yet here in BRBR. VYM trading here, nothing doing VYM. HMC continues to move higher here. 75.85, paid 65. Gotta stand up for a second, stretch. Been quiet so far today, guys. Haven't done anything. No entries, no exits. NVIDIA up $1.80. Tesla up $2. Meta down $21. More MO calls trading here. If you happen to get an MO when they hit the day trade scanner, you could have made 50%. So you can see here where they hit the day trade scanner. MO 822 2025. 68 calls, hit at 8 cents, guys. So hit at 8 cents. They traded up to 12. They're back down now. If you have these scanners, a lot of people have added these scanners. If you want to add these scanners, you can always just email Evan at alphashark.com. He can hook you up with the best price available. If you want any scanners, you want to add any subscriptions. We all like getting trades all day long, don't we? I do. I like trading all day long. Says I'm down in EH for some reason. EH is up 15 cents. So weird how these would go wide. I'll go quarter bid. And these October 23s. Let's go to CNBC.com and read the headlines for today. Bitcoin sinks to 150,000 after hitting a newest record as macros concerns spark liquidation crisis. Futures down 4. I got all my books lined up to read when I'm in Europe. MO moving up. USAR getting crushed. XPV trading here, nothing doing that one. It's good to see where Lucid was. Lucid 218. TTD was getting crushed last week. The trade desk. Something about their Walmart contracts. The low's 43. It's at 54. It's actually up 3% today. Got crushed on earnings, too. Got smoked on earnings. Invitation Homes out a little bit. Those are still 20, 25, 30. Biggest loser of the day is HRNG. Wow, this is a long time for me not to take a trade. But once again, I'm trying to take the best trades possible. I'm not trading just to trade. Dole up a penny. I'm going to go dime bid again for set 15 doles. I took those off for nice profits. Oops, dime bid, not 15 bid. So dole, I'm going to go dime bid here. Probably going to join. I think I got filled at a dime here, guys. So personal portfolio is going to get another trade here in dole. So DOLE, guys, 10 cents I got filled. So DOLE, guys, personal portfolio about to get a trade in at 10 cents on dole calls. I'm the dole market maker. I'm 10 of 15, 6 by 10. So personal portfolio getting a trade here in dole. Made money on it first time, trying it again. So my stock's not going down. I don't care. So dole, guys, dole for personal portfolio, first trade of the day. I don't know. I can't believe they filled me at that price. Bought these on 8.12. So today's 8.18. Dole, 15 calls in a dime. So new trade for personal portfolio. DOLE 919 2025 10 15 calls for 10 cents. Target 15 cents. So Dole, guys, new position here for Dole for personal portfolio. Dole, DOLE, guys. I have to add IBKR. Two. So IBKR for last week. 822, 2025, 65 and a half. And I got into those at 65. All right. Mo is still starting to move up a little bit. Intel calls, more Intel calls being bought. I can't buy Intel, it's gone up too much, but this is an option hacker. Buyer of Intel calls, guys. You're looking for Intel to the long side. So Intel calls trading here, guys. Intel calls. Intel calls, guys. Intel calls trading here. Intel calls. Meta down $22. Next up on the day. ONL went up on the day. SMG up on the day. In about 15 more minutes together, guys. One new position in Dole for personal portfolio. The Dole 15s, 10 cents. Target's 15. 10 and 15 is technically 50% winner if I get filled. SOS X 690 here. So Intel upside calls and Intel EH calls being bought, guys. Do have a position here in EH. This is another day trade. I don't take day trades this late into the day, but here's another day trade here, guys. If you're looking for something to day trade, EH calls being bought, guys. EH 18s. EH 18s being bought here, guys. EH 18s, 2000. These trade here in EH. I do have some OCK 23 still on in EH. So EH, guys. Someone thinks EH can go higher. EH calls, guys. Dole's the only thing I've taken for personal portfolio. EH 18s, guys. EH 18s. Interesting order in EH 18s, 40 cents. Get a little bit more water before I finish the session. I'll be back in a second. So a lot of EH trading here, guys. Now they're buying next week 18s and EH, guys. So EH, more calls being bought. Next week calls being bought in EH now. So EH, guys, a lot of calls being bought in here in EH. So EH, guys, a lot of calls being bought here in EH. So EH, a lot of calls being bought here in EH. EH, a lot of calls being bought in EH. Now they're buying next week 18s. This week 18s, next week 18s, you name it, EH, they're buying calls. I still have October calls, so, I mean, obviously that's good for me. Next week 18s, 2000 trade. This week 18s trade in EH, guys. So EH, a lot of calls being bought here in EH. EH. I still have October calls. AVGO calls being bought. It might have to do with NVIDIA. So AVGO calls being bought. AVGO calls being bought. Still haven't taken anything as an official signal yet. Being a little bit more patient today than normal. Took Dole, I guess. I did take Dole. Futures unchanged on the day. Unchanged on the day. MO just kind of hanging out here. EH. Oh, EH has earnings on the 21st. EH does have earnings on the 21st. So EH, I'm going to buy call spreads into earnings in EH. So EH has earnings on the 21st. So that is 19, 20, 21. That's Thursday morning, guys. So Wednesday afternoon, I'm going to buy call spreads in EH, guys. Wednesday afternoon, I'll buy call spreads in EH. And we will see if we're right. Zeta trading here. September 22s. Futures go up on the day. Four minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go in the period. Futures now up in the day. Keep an eye on EH. You have earnings this week. I'm going to look to get long EH for earnings. EH going to hit here. I don't know why the 18 seems so cheap if they have earnings this week. The 18 seat, they're 20 cents. They have earnings this week. That seems so cheap. IBKR up on the day. Peter sending a signal to subscribers. Four minutes ago, guys. Sorry, I'm kind of disheveled today. I was supposed to fly out last night. I was at the airport really late. I'm not in my prime element right now. Can't find anything. Can't find my headphones. Three minutes ago, guys. 3 minutes ago. ONON on the up on the day. Next up on the day. HMC got in at 64. They're worth 78 right now. 75.80. More EH trading here, guys. More EH trading here. They have earnings this week, it says. The calls are cheap. I can't imagine them having earnings this week. These the weekly 18s are 20 cents. I find that hard to believe. But my scanner says they do have earnings. First Solar calls being bought. More September calls than First Solar. First Solar up $18. Run up $1.25. Look at Run go. Oh my God, Run. Run has gone from $5 to $15. Futures now down in the day. Peter is sending a signal out to subscribers. All right, guys, that's it for my session today. Sorry, I've been kind of discombobulated. I was supposed to fly from Charlotte to New York today, and then I got stuck here, so I'm not in my element. But if you're a subscriber to any services, you will get trades throughout the course of the day. Just keep that in mind. Everybody have a great day. Namaste, healthy, happy, wealthy, and I'll see everybody bright and early tomorrow. If you are a subscriber, guys, you will get trades throughout the course of the day. Thanks, everyone.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.